Hello there, Chuck and friends. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Come on, let's have some awesome fun. Let's be awesome. Let's have some awesome fun because it's Friday. It's Friday. Woo, woo. It's Friday. Hello, everybody. I am Macon Maria, your independent Chuck Couture designer, and today we are gonna wake up and be awesome. We're actually gonna make two quick little projects, one with ink, one with chalk. We're gonna make a palette board and we're gonna make the most adorable little enamel mugs that I'm gonna put in the oven with some ink for an auction that is happening tomorrow. So, welcome everybody. I am Macon Maria. I'm an independent Chuck Couture designer. I do a live demonstration with this amazing product every single night with the exception of Saturdays on this very channel, like my bat channel, that's what I should call it. But the Macon Maria business page does a live demo every night except Saturdays around 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, where I take this amazing product called Chuck Couture that I'm having so much fun with, and I show you how to use it and different things that you can do with it. So if you are new to our little Chuckin' party, please like and follow my page. Make sure your notifications are set so that to standard so that you know you get notified when I go live, and welcome. So we are a very chatty bunch. We like to chit chat while I chalk. So if you are new, please feel free to join in on our conversation. Don't feel like just because we're chit chatting that you can't join us. Say hi, tell us where you're from, and let's have some fun tonight. It's Friday night. Hello everybody. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Hello, Miss Linda Squared, and Lisa G is here. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on this Friday night. So I wanted to talk quick about a couple things that my peeps, I want to make sure that you are aware of. That place with the big bullseye has been restocking for Easter. So I did want to, I didn't buy a lot of stuff. But there are some very nice pieces that are just screaming chalk me, right? So they have a cute little bunny head with the ears. I mean, they have a couple of fun little, you know, oops. You can see that, can't you? Maybe I should turn the camera on. A couple of inexpensive items that will, you know, a background pattern on here with some sentiment will be beautiful. I don't know yet what we're going to put on it, but there's some nice stuff. So this was one. And then the other thing I picked up were these fun little things. There's 4 of them in it. They're little tags, or they have little, you know, hangy things. They come in 2 colors. They come in white. They come in brown. Again, not overly expensive for what they are. There's 4 of them. I have not opened them. They're tiny. And I was hoping that the 3 words, you know, the words, I haven't checked with the new one yet. The welcome, hello and gather one I know fits on here, but I'm not sure about the rest of them. So that's my only question, is what fits on here. But those are the 2 things I picked up. They do have other stuff, but it's a lot of similar stuff to what we've done, so I didn't buy any of it. But they are in the process of, at least mine is, turning stuff over. The other thing, are you ready for this? I want to like go, la 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 la, look what's here. The new in vogue colors are here. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta put you up here so that you can see it. Oh, all right, so these we've had, right? This is Citrus Splash, which is a very bright green. I would almost say like a kiwi green, but not kiwi. It's not the right name. Lime green, a yellow green. So this is Citrus Splash. This is Pink Grapefruit, which is quickly going to become a favorite of mine, I can tell already. A very pretty gray pink. It's not super bright pink. We used it the other night. It's gorgeous. This one is Spring Zing. I want to tell you, if you had Parakeet last year, I'd say they're pretty much the same color, but very close to Parakeet. Another, you know, less yellow green than Spring Zing or Citrus Splash. This is Spring Zing, this is Citrus Splash, just a little less yellow. That one is. For those of you who are in love with Parakeet like I was, or Peacock, this is Blue Jay. So Peacock was a very similar blue. This blue is going to be gorgeous, and what's nice about this blue is it will show up on a blackboard or a whiteboard. And last but not least, I have been waiting so patiently for this color. Ah, this is Wisteria. It's such a pretty lavender. Oh my gosh, we are going to use the heck out of this color. I am absolutely in love. Kathy K says, those colors are so spring, they remind me of Easter eggs. I know, right? So these are the 5 new colors that are out. They're all super cool. I am noticing that my hands are having a little bit of a lag. So hopefully my internet's going to catch up and we're going to be okay and you're not going to lose me. But these are the spring 5 colors. You're going to want to be paying attention to the Making Maria VIP group. Probably Monday's Make It Monday bundle maybe is going to be something with the 5 colors. Because I'm telling you, we are going to use the heck out of them all the way through summer. So tonight's project that we, oops, hang on, I missed a couple people. Hello, Miss Cheryl. I don't think I said hi to you yet, Cheryl. If I did, I apologize. Well, but you know, I can always say hi more than once. This is the transfer we're going to use tonight. And it says, wake up and be awesome. So I need your help because, so let me explain what I'm making this for. I'm putting it on a white palette board. This is our 9x11 white palette board. It's double-sided. You can chalk on both sides. It's a very fun surface. So our school is having an auction tomorrow, and they asked me to make some pieces because I kind of put the baskets together. And they asked me to make some pieces to kind of finish off the baskets. And one of them is like a brunch breakfast thing. So I'm trying to make a sign that kind of is morning-ish. Everything in the basket is blue and yellow, which are not like bright yellow and bright blue. Like this blue and this yellow. These are not colors people put, you know, as major pieces of home decor. They're accent colors. So I don't want to do the colors of the basket. I need to come up with some colors for this that are going to appeal to the general masses, but maybe be morning related. And what I was thinking was maybe ombreing to do kind of like a sunrise. That's all I could come up with. So I'm looking for a little bit of input while I make our other project that can you tell tonight, you know, I only have to drop it off at 8:30 tomorrow morning. It's not like I procrastinated on any of this. Okay, in my defense, I did have to put all the baskets together. So it's not like I, you know, wasn't doing anything, but so this is what we're gonna put on here. This is kind of the thoughts I'm kind of going with as a, you know, I don't want a hot mess, but maybe ombre. So in the meantime, there's also a camping basket. So that's what we're gonna make with these. And I apologize, I am actually going to put a retired transfer on here just because it's one of my all-time favorite transfers. These are the minis, the Let's Explore, I think they were called Let's Explore minis, but they're all outdoors, and I mean, some of these are summer ones, but it's adventure, exploring, camping is kind of the theme of these. One of my all-time favorite mini collections, probably because it was the first mini collection I ever had the opportunity to own. So we're just gonna whip these out so that I can stick these bad boys in the oven with some ink. We're just gonna put them right on here with a little bit of ink, and then while I'm working on that, you guys can help me out with the what colors. I mean, I thought about maybe, you know, like grayish and a pale blue, like, you know, morning sky too, you know, doing some different colors, but it's got to be something that I don't want the color to be a reason that somebody doesn't bid on it, if that makes sense. And then let's Get Lost. I love this one. Yeah, this is one of my all-time favorite little minis, and I think I might have one more if anybody wants it, because I do hate to show you guys stuff that's retired, but unfortunately this goes with my theme, so I didn't really have a choice. So these are the two. It says in there, Let's Get Lost, with this super adorable tent, and then Explore More. And I'm putting it's got like a metal tub, and there's another one that says You're My Favorite Adventure that has a tent, and I'm putting the tent on the outside of the metal bin, so it'll kind of go together. So Cheryl, hello Miss Cheryl, she is saying the sunrise idea would be cute. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna get those out of my way because I just want to whip these out so they can start drying so I can get them in my oven. because I can do that then while I'm sleeping. So for those of you who aren't aware, this is what a Chalk Couture adhesive silkscreen transfer looks like. It's very easy to use. Absolutely, positively, anybody can do this. If I can do this, anybody can do it. We make two products, or two mediums, I guess to say, that you can use this product with. One of them is paste, Chalkology paste, which we're going to use on our sign, and one of them is Couture ink. The difference between paste and ink is permanent when heat set. So anything that you can make hot, you can heat set. So that is fabric, ceramics, metal, anything that you can get warm, or hot, not warm, hot. So you can't do wood and heat set it. You can't do plastic, but pretty much everything else. Chalkology paste is semi-permanent. So it is removable if you choose to. But I always hesitate to say it's semi-permanent because it's not like it's going to go anywhere unless you want it to go somewhere. It's not like kid chalk where you can rub it or blow on it and it moves. That is not what it is. And you'll understand that better if you're new to us when I do the other sign. So I'm just applying ink. Ink is very easy to use. It's very forgiving. It just glides right over. Because I'm doing it on a enamel, I'm not worried. I went off my transfer here a few times. I can wash it right off. But I'm just literally squeegeeing, which is pushing the ink through the silk screen, making sure my entire silk screen is covered. I love these little enamel mugs. I've made so many of these. When I first started with the company, I have a bunch of camping friends, made a bunch of these, and they were in love with them. So I'm carefully pulling it off now. It's very stuck on here. So I'm pulling it off. Should have fuzzed it. Stick this in my water bath, which is right next to me. I'm going to clean up going off my, so you see I got squeegee happy and I went off. So I'm just going to wash that right off. And voila, we have an Explore More. Look at this is really one of my all-time faves. I love this transfer. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to dry it, and then I'm going to stick it in my oven. I'm going to put my cold oven. I'm going to put it right in my oven. Then I'm going to turn my oven on to 350 degrees. I'm going to leave them in my oven for a half an hour. Then I'm going to turn my oven off and walk away. When they come back to room temperature, which will be in the morning when I wake up, I will take them out of the oven. So cold oven, 350 for a half hour. Turn the oven off and leave them in there until it comes back to room temp. Oops, got a big old. Okay, now we're gonna have Let's Get Lost. Voila! Let's Get Lost. That is, I love this transfer. The other nice thing about this transfer, why I liked this one so much, was it's also can be more masculine, because sometimes we struggle with things to make for guys. So because it was more adventurous, you know, it kind of really applied to the hunter people, those kind of. Plus, it's very family orientated, I think, the whole camping thing. All right, so I'm done with the mugs. We're done with ink. Look at how fast that is. We're 13 minutes into this, and we've already made 2 adorable little mugs. So we're moving on to our very fun little chalk sign. I'm going to check my fingers because I can feel that I have ink on them, and I don't want to touch my wood with the ink because I will get the ink on it, and then we'll have a hard time getting it off. So this is what chalking is. So we've inked, now we're going to chalk. The only difference between chalk and ink is when you open up your chalk containers, you do have to stir them and add water to them. You don't do that with ink. Otherwise, it's the same exact process with the exception of the heat setting. So it's very similar. You can use other mediums on your transfers. You can use etching cream. It doesn't hurt your transfers. I know people have used paint. I've never used paint because you got to be really careful, I think, when you wash them to get the paint off, because you can't leave the paint in the silkscreen because it'll ruin your silkscreen. So I've never tried it, so I can't even attest to if it works or doesn't work. I've used it with a foiling compound, like a medium for foiling. If anybody has ever used like deco foil, where you run it through a heated laminator and then it attaches the foil to the medium. I've used my stunts or transfers with that. That works as well. So there's a bunch of things that you can do with them, which makes them really versatile because they're reusable. You can use them over and over again. Okay, we're gonna do Wake Up and Be Awesome. I wrote the name of my transfer right on the back. I do that for 2 reasons. Number 1, this piece of paper is called a backer sheet. I'm going to place my transfer back on this backer sheet when I'm done. So I set it aside, but there's 2 sides to it. There's a shiny side and a dull side, and I'm gonna put my transfer back on the shiny side. By putting the name on the back of it, I know which transfer goes on what backer sheet. Now when it's a one and done transfer like this, it's not a big deal. It's really easy to, you know, if you put them on a different backer sheet, it's not going to hurt anything. But when you have little tiny pieces, it makes it much easier to do this when you have the name on the back, when it comes time to put them away. So my transfer is sticky, and I'm about to place it on a wood surface. It is a Couture wood surface, and technically I should wax it, which is a step that I just put a finishing wax on my board, but I'm kind of experimenting right now with not waxing. But I am going to fuzz it because it's a brand new transfer. It's very sticky. So I take a terry cloth towel, this is my fuzzing cloth, and I stick it to my transfer. And what I'm doing is I'm picking up the lint from my towel, and it's making my transfer not as sticky. My transfer then doesn't have to work as hard when it's time for me to pull it off. So I'm just going to push my transfer down. I'm going to get out all my air. And I just start in the middle and go out. If you hear that crunch noise is air. Okay? Now it's a palette board, so it is 3 separate boards. So, you know, they're not completely even. So I do try to make sure over the line of the boards that I'm pretty well stuck, because you will have some of that variation with them. Okay, so I'm all stuck down. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do Bumblebee Yellow up here, and we're going to do Orange Peel down here. This is called an ombre effect. And then in essence what I do is I bring the 2 colors together and I swirl them in the middle, which makes a 3rd color, which is lighter, a combination of the 2. I think that'll be cool because it'll be sunsetty or sunrise-ish, I hope. I don't personally ever see the sunrise because I absolutely, positively hate morning. But I know there's people out there that like it. Now, if you ever want to talk to me at midnight, I'm probably up, but don't talk to me at 6 o'clock in the morning or whenever. I don't even know what time the sun comes up. Although I do have to say my husband is gone right now, so I have had to get up this week with my daughter to put her on the bus because she sits out at the bus stop at very early time in the morning, way before anybody should be at a bus stop. It's dark out when she's at the bus stop. So we don't let her go out alone. So I have been out there with her. My husband's a morning guy. He goes with her. So it's been kind of an interesting morning. I have learned that my daughter is very chatty early in the morning. At the bus stop, nonstop. I'm like, ooh, you've been awake for a while, haven't you? She gets up at 5:15. And she comes in every morning and she wakes me up at 5:15 just so I know she's up, because my alarm clock goes off to make sure she's awake. She's never overslept, so I don't know why I still do that, but she comes in every morning and lets me know she's up. She totally takes care of herself. My husband gets up then though too. It's their, I just decided it's their bonding time in the morning. And I sleep. Okay, so we're going to put yellow, we're going to put orange peel, and then we're going to create another color in the middle. So, this one's kind of dry too. I am going to add a little more. So I want to make my paste a little more liquidy than normal just because I want a little extra time before they dry out so that I can swirl. Okay, so I'm going to take my yellow, I'm going to put it down, take my orange and put it down, and then I'm going to squeegee. And in the middle, I'm going to leave a line. of paste so that I have something to swirl. You gotta have extra paste on your board so you have something to swirl. So I'm just squeegeeing my orange down. Okay, I'm giving my squeegee a quick wipe, and now I'm gonna squeegee my yellow. I don't have enough yellow on here. And again, oops, try to not get a big blob. And I'm just making a line. And in a minute here, I'm gonna take that line and I'm gonna swirl it. So I'm using way too much paste. You don't need this much paste. But, oh well. Okay, so now I have my line. Take my finger, I just touch it in the water just to get it a little damp. So again, I have something to squeegee, or swirl. And now I just swirl the two colors together. And I'm making another version of the color. Need more yellow over here. So I'm just squeegeeing, or I keep saying squeegeeing, I apologize. I'm just swirling them to make that third color. So then when I pull up my transfer, what I'm gonna have is the three colors. You always go lighter to darker. That's what a true ombre is. I mean, there's no real rules about it, but if you want a true ombre, that's what you're gonna do. Okay, wash off my finger real quick, and now I'm just gonna squeegee. Now this color, I can't put back in my paste container because it is its own color, and I will contaminate my paste. And I used way too much paste. It will contaminate my paste container if I put it back in. So it is kind of wasteful of your paste to do this technique, but it's really pretty when it's done. Hopefully we're gonna look sunrise-ish. And I don't have a bleed. Okay. This is a messy technique to do this in. You usually end up with it all over you. So now I'm just going to pull my transfer off. Ooh, this is cool. All right, this is cute. I'm gonna stick this in my water bath right next to me. I'm gonna dry it off. Be much easier for you to see it once I dry it. Okay, this is cute. So your chalk has a sheen to it when it's wet. When it dries matte and finished, so it's much easier to see when it's dry. That's really how you know if your paste is dry or not. It's not shiny anymore. Okay, this is cute. Oh, I like this. We did a good job. Thank you, Cheryl. Okay. Paste all over me. Wake up and be awesome, right? We should all be awesome when we wake up. If you like morning. Not my thing. But if you like morning, you should wake up and be awesome. You should wake up and be awesome no matter what time of the day you wake up. There we go. We'll leave it at that. All right, so here is our super cute little sign. Oops, I guess I just dumped my squeegee in there. I don't usually do that. So that is paste all over it. I'll wash that off. All right, so here we go. Wake up and be awesome. Okay, we did a good job. Thank you so much. So I'm making Maria. If you are local to me, I am in a suburb of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I am having an open house on Sunday, so you can pop by and see all the new stuff. We'll have a Try Me station. If you've never tried Chalk Couture before, you can come on over and try it out. I also will have a Create and Take station. If you're dying to make those Easter eggs or another project, you can come on over and make a project. And you can also just come over and check out if you haven't picked up your catalog, because I have a few catalogs. You can come pick up your catalog. And you can also check out the new transfers that I have. I'm going to have snacks and we're going to have fun, and it's from 1 to 3 on Sunday at my house. To get that information about my address and things like that, you need to be in the Making Maria VIP group, which is a separate closed group. So if you're not in that group, you can message me or you can comment add me, and I will send you the link so that you can stop by and check it out. If you're not local to me and you would like to try it out, you can message me as well, and I'd be happy to send you something so that you can try it out. So that's the VIP group if you want to be in there. If you are curious or if you want to check out any of these products at all, this is the Wake Up and Be Awesome transfer and the white palette board, which is 9 by 12. It is double-sided. You can chalk on both sides of this particular surface, which is a very nice feature to it. It does stand all by itself, which is another nice feature to it. You don't have to put a nail in a wall unless you want to. So you can go to www.chalkcouture.com/makingmaria and you can see all these amazing products that I use. Or you can message me as well. I'd be happy to help you out if you have questions. If you can please send me out into the world, it helps me a ton when you do that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Club Couture. Oh my gosh. We have one more project we're going to make with this month's Club Couture transfer. Club Couture is a monthly subscription service where for $19.99 you get a transfer, a B-size transfer, which is this size, and 3 paste packets. There's a bunch of programs going on right now this month with Club Couture. So if you've ever been on the fence about joining, now is the time to join. Because they have been hinting that coming in March, the club customers are going to have some pretty amazing specials. So if you're a club member, there's all kinds of exclusive things that you get to do on top of just getting an amazing exclusive transfer every month. So if you are on the fence about joining the club, it's time to join because it's really a good time. And we're doing a special promotion in the VIP group. We need, when we hit a magic number of 10, and we're halfway there. We're halfway there. Are we more than halfway? Nope, we're halfway there. By the end of the month, we're going to do some fun things in there. So, hey, Linda Squared. Or I'm Linda. Welcome to our check-in party. Kathy, oh, yes, Kathy has to get her fuzzing towel. Welcome to the club. Kathy, I'm home tomorrow. We should message. It just depends on the time. I can always leave it on my porch just in case too. So just let me know what time you want to come, and then I can let you know if I need to leave it on my porch or if I'll be here. But either way, yes, you can come tomorrow. Hey, Carol, welcome to our check-in party. Oh, Carol, you're not in the VIP group? That's weird. All right, Carol, I will send you the link. You do have to request to join. That's a Facebook thing because it's a closed group. Last but not least, there are all kinds of ways that you can use the Chalk Couture product to pay for itself is really how I look at it. But to earn a little extra money. There's lots of different ways to do it. So if you're curious at all about those different ways, or if you are looking for, you love to DIY craft and you want to be able to sell them or do something, or just let me know and I'd be more than happy to give you the information about what it means to be a Chalk Couture designer, because you truly can do it in so many different ways. There's not a lot of rules about what you can and can't do. So that's all I got. Whew, totally rambling there. And look, we're 28 minutes into this, and we made 2 fun little projects. We got our coffee mugs to go camping with, and we're gonna wake up tomorrow and be awesome. Yeah. Have a happy Saturday. I don't make a video on Saturday night, so I won't be back at you until Sunday night. Yeah, so I'll be around Sunday. So thank you so much. If you have any questions or if you need anything, please don't hesitate to message me. But otherwise, wake up and be awesome tomorrow. Thanks, guys.